Previously on Family Court with Judge Benny.
I didn't feel right being the gender I was.
Dad's decision to become a woman has torn this family apart.
Over my dead body, someone else will call my kid's mom.
And his 14-year-old son.
It was a shocking blow when I first found out about it.
Is confused and angry.
I think of her as being a little selfish for doing it.
I honestly thought that I could do it and still remain your father. I certainly didn't do it thinking that I would hurt you, and you know that, don't you? I hope.
Emily? He wants to know why. Families in crisis, I know exactly what they're facing. I have been there from a life of hardship. I was able to build a lifetime of experience. Now, after years of serving on the bench, I use the law to fight for families. It's not only about verdicts, it's about solutions. It's about the compassion and the mercy that justice requires. I'm Judge Penny Brown Reynolds, and in my court, family comes first.
Previously on Family Court with Judge Penny.
Would you like to be called Mom?
Yes, Your Honor, I would.
No offense, but over my dead body, someone else will call my kid's mom.
Who decided that the kids would call you Emily and stop calling you Dad?
My understanding was that when you moved into the apartment complex, you took the kids aside and said, oh, and by the way, call me Emily, don't call me Dad anymore in public.
You put together a list for me.
Yeah.
Which I was happy about. That we have Emily buys David and Bob, toys and gifts almost weekly to avoid confrontations and meltdowns. Emily?
That has happened. I've changed because I realized that's something I shouldn't do.
Do you think that you were doing it because of the situation?
That was certainly part of it because I have had to deal with meltdowns on David's part. And we're talking about big meltdowns.
And David is the 9-year-old.
Yes, and I will be honest with you, Your Honor, I am not good at handling the meltdown by myself.
All right.
That's not the way I am.
Could you handle it when you were John?
Well, you see, when we were together, bad cop took care of the problem.
Oh, she was the scapegoat. So now you got to step up to the plate.
Well, yes, exactly.
Okay, all right. Why don't, before we go any further, let's bring Bob out first, who's the one who's trying to be the protector, like Dad. Damon, could you help me?
Yes, Your Honor. Hey, Bob. Stand up there for me, okay?
There's my man. How you doing?
Fine.
Feeling okay?
Yeah.
All right. I've had a wonderful conversation with your parents.
Okay.
Finding out when all of this happened, that Dad moved from being Dad to being Emily.
Yeah.
How you feel about all that?
It was, I don't know. I just didn't really think anything. I was just angry.
What were you angry about?
I don't know. That was just the first thing that came to my mind, that I was angry.
Were you angry with both of them or just Emily?
With only Emily.
With only Emily. Did you ever tell her at that time?
Yeah, I told her.
You called Emily's dad then, right?
Yeah.
Tell me what you said. You remember?
I just remember that I did a lot of yelling and so did Mom.
Okay. And then once you came to understand what was going on, how did that make you feel?
I was a little confused. I still am confused. But once I came to understand it, I just began to accept it.
Son, when you say you were confused, what do you mean?
I didn't understand why it happened.
And you're still confused?
Still somewhat confused, but not as much as before.
What do you want to know?
Really, all I want to know is why she wanted to do it. I mean, I know she wanted to do it, and I guess I've got the bare bones of understanding, but I want to know really more why she wanted to.
You want to ask her, or you want me to?
You can.
Okay. Emily?
Still to come on Family Court, the teenager's hurtful words finally come out in court.
It just, changed it. Anything could happen. Anything could change. Everything could be ruined at any moment.
Do those words go too far with Emily?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't mean
That's
to
all
interrupt. You know I'm always there for you. You know that.
You shook the very core of what he thought he could count on.
Family court returns in the case of Wendy suing ex-husband John, now a post-op transsexual called Aunt Emily. Earlier testimony revealed frustrations on both sides about how to raise their two sons.
Would you like to be called Mom?
Yes, Your Honor, I would.
No offense, but over my dead body, someone else will call my kids mom.
I was the good cop and she was the bad cop.
It was not wait till your father gets home in our household. It was wait till your mother gets home.
Now Emily answers Bob's simple
right.
questions of why she changed.
Well, Bob, it's pretty hard to explain because it's something that I've felt since I was far younger than you are. And it's true that I kept it a secret for a long time. But when I was your age, I felt that way. And I think the reason why is because I reached a time in my life when I had to make a decision and a choice, and I honestly thought that I could do it and still remain your father and still love you, and you love me. I think, I thought so. I certainly didn't do it thinking that I would hurt you or anything like that, because I think the world of you. And you know that, don't you? I hope.
Does that help?
Yes.
What effect is this having on you?
Just made everyone more tense. It just, changed it. So what once was, peace now has an underlying sensation of anything could happen, anything could change, everything could be ruined at any moment. I think of her as being a little selfish for doing it. I know it wasn't her fault. She didn't know it would happen, but I still think that.
Bob,
It shook you. Hmm?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't mean
That's
to
all
interrupt.
right.
You know I'm always there for you. You know that. I think you found that, right?
Yeah.
As close as the cell phone, if I'm not with you. Always.
Emily, you know what he's saying? You shook the very core
Yes,
of what he thought he could count on.
I understand.
Do you think you're in a freakish situation? You ever
No.
think like that?
I think that if it happened, it happened, and since anything can happen, nothing should be considered freakish.
Very good, young man. Do you feel better saying all this?
Yes.
That's what we want, is for you to feel better. I am concerned, though, that you're starting to take the role of being dad.
I know.
I know. Why you
Everyone.
doing it?
I guess that since now there is no dad, me being the oldest male in the house, I've decided that I should take the role.
Oh, sweetheart. Look at Judge. You're not the daddy. You're the 14-year-old son.
I know.
Yeah.
It's way too much for me, and yet
I know. honey.
I taught myself to do it.
I know. It's your only way of coping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you just heard what you told me? It's way too much for me. I agree. I don't think that's your role. You're 14 years old. What do 14-year-old boys do? You like girls?
Yeah.
Got a girlfriend?
No.
You gonna get one?
I hope.
You gotta go out with girls, you gotta go with your friends to the movies, you gotta play video games. You don't have time to be dad. You don't need to take that on. I give you permission to quit the job. All right? Let's acknowledge it's tough.
Yeah.
Let's acknowledge you were angry,
Yes.
that we think Emily was being selfish,
All right.
and that it wasn't fair.
Yes.
And you don't need to be the daddy because you don't want to be the daddy.
You're right.
And I think you need to talk about it more. So I think you probably need to go back into some counseling. Did it work at all? You think it'll help if you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you ought to go.
Okay.
And talk to somebody like you're talking to me.
'Kay.
And you be honest.
All right.
And then you go out and get yourself a girlfriend.
Okay.
And go to the movies.
Okay.
And have a good time.
Okay.
And smile like you're doing now. How about that?
All right.
All right, sweetie. You promise?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, what a young man.
Still to come on Family Court, 9-year-old David tells Judge Penny his side of the story.
They're always arguing about something or another thing. And they don't bother to think. What do our children think?
Back in session in the case of Wendy suing her ex-husband John, now a woman called Aunt Emily. Judge Penny first heard from their son Bob. Now his 9-year-old brother David shares his side of the story.
So now we're going to hear from David, the 9-year-old. Okay? Mr. Colorful David.
Yes, colorful.
All right.
That is
I
putting
asked
it
him about
mildly.
himself. He told me he was a little hyper. I asked him, was he ADD? He said, not that I know of. So let's bring him out.
You want to step up there for me?
There he is. How you doing?
Good.
How you feel?
Good.
All right. We had a wonderful talk with Bob. Now it's your turn. Okay. I know you said you like this, so you're looking good, man. What do you think about all this? Because Bob was very honest with me, so now it's your turn.
Well, I think families are supposed to be happy. Yet they're always arguing about something or another thing. And they don't bother to think. What do our children think? They're setting a bad example for us.
So how does that make you feel? The truth now.
Actually, the truth makes me feel kind of sad.
Did you tell him?
No, actually, I was too scared to.
You were?
Yeah.
Did you tell anybody?
I told Bob.
Your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to counseling?
Yes, but for a different reason.
Okay, so you've never told anybody?
Except for Bob.
And me?
Mm-hmm. I'm now telling you. Right now.
Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome.
I'm really happy that you trusted me enough to tell me.
And I'm really happy you said thank you.
Okay, young man. We'll talk with you another time. Thank you for coming, okay?
Okay.
All right, you can be excused. Let's give him. 9 years old. He's something else.
He certainly is, Your Honor.
A lot of this, though, he uses as a mask
Yeah,
to
Yes.
deal with all of this.
yeah.
And even in the midst of what seems very peculiar, I still believe that you can get a family from this.
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe it. So, Emily, let me share. It's time to woman up, if I can say that to you.
Yes, you may, Your Honor.
Which means that you can't pick up the phone and call Wendy because now you're a co-parent. And that means that you're going to have to learn to deal with it. Because guess what? The boys have been through a lot. But you can't make up for all of this. And I won't even call it a mess. I'll just say the circumstances we find ourselves in by trying to buy them things. You all have got to come together as a team. At 14 years old, Bob has shared, I don't want this. I'm the dad because I feel like I have to be. You all are no different at its very core than any other divorced parent.
That's true.
It's easy for people to step back and say, because you're transsexual, post-operative transsexual, that that's what it is. But at its very level, on many levels, this is the same thing. There's a lot of anger. There has to be some forgiveness. Emily trying to move on and get her a man. Wendy, you got to go and get you somebody so that we can have some healing going on. There's a lot of guilt and a lot of shame in this whole situation. But constantly, all I see when I look at the agreement is a lot of overindulgence for what has happened. But what we have to do before we can even get to the parenting agreement is we've got to get some counseling. I think that's where we need to start, because the counselor then can kind of help you with the parenting agreement. So I'm going to create a parenting agreement, but it's going to be that we have some mandatory counseling, because we've got to bring this family back for them. Wendy, you needed to, because you've been through a lot. I know you got counseling in making your transition.
Yes.
But I want you to have understanding like you never have. You have to get a second job, honey, to help pay for this therapy. Not saying it's all your fault, because it's not about fault. It is what it is.
Still to come on Family Court, Judge Penny reaches out to both women.
I woke up this morning, maybe this is the reason why I became a judge. Of all the cases I have had, it is to get these kids right back where they need to be.
Family Court is back in session. Wendy has pleaded her case against her transsexual ex-husband, Emily. Judge Penny is ready to render a verdict.
You loved John, and I know in your deepest heart you would not want John living a life of a lie, which is what was happening. You deserve better as the wife, and it's not too late for you, because you're a wonderful lady, to be able to go on and find love again. But we have to have healing in this family for the children. Bob is he dissociates. Can't you see?
Yeah.
Behind all of that is a lot of pain that has never been dealt with. And so you get to say, and if you can't say, you go get you somebody where you can say. Because I can tell you, in my heart of hearts, I am so glad that you came to me. I am so glad that I was the one to help get you all on the right road. I woke up this morning, maybe this is the reason why I became a judge. Of all the cases I have had, it is to get these kids right back where they need to be, because we gotta get them right, okay? So, this is one of those cases where it's not for the plaintiff or the defendant, it's for both of you. I'm going to institute a parenting agreement that requires therapy every 2 weeks, and we want to do it as a group, as a family. Nothing's off limits. Look how freeing it was for them. What do you think about this, Wendy? Is this acceptable to get us started?
I think that sounds real fair.
All right. Thank you all for trusting me enough with your children, and for trusting me enough to bring this to this court. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. So we have our parenting agreement, I find in favor of the plaintiff and for the defendant. Casey.
All rise.
Still to come, what happened after the judge's verdict.
Maybe it's time to know that the boys can see what's going on inside my heart instead of just what I'm trying to make them see.
My hope is that we can work together as a family for the boys and for all of our well-being.
After the case, Emily, Wendy, and their 2 sons attended family therapy sessions as ordered. Emily says she has no problem setting boundaries with their kids now, and has even rented a room in Wendy's house to be a full-time co-parent with her.
Thank you for watching part 2 with us. Please like and comment your favorite part of this family court session. Don't forget to subscribe for more episodes.